In this problem, we're given an equation, C of G. G is in the parentheses, so it's the input, and it says it represents the gallons of propane that I put in my motorhome's propane tank. The output notation, C of G, is the cost in dollars of doing that. The first question we're asked to find is the value of C of 6. We're not asked to find what it means yet, just to find its value. So 6 is the input, so I'm replacing G with 6, as the notation suggests. And I get that 3.6, instead of G, I'm replacing G with 6. 3.6 times 6 is 21.6. That's the answer to the first question. Then they want us to write that as an ordered pair. So as an ordered pair, the notation is always left parenthesis, input first, which was 6, comma the output that you get, which was 21.6, and then right parenthesis. The third question is to explain the meaning of these two numbers we just found. Well, if you remember, we replaced G with 6. So that means 6 is G, the gallons of propane. And the output of the function, if you remember, is the cost in dollars. So if we put in 6 gallons of propane, it must cost $21.6. So the cost to purchase 6 gallons of propane is $21.6. If you move down, they have another set of questions for us. A little bit different, however. This time, we're asked to find when C of G is 25.2. So this time we're not even given the input. In fact, we're supposed to find the input. The input's G. We're supposed to find G when C of G, the output, is 25.2. So when we go over here, we're not going to replace G with a number this time. We're replacing C of G with 25.2. So where I see the notation C of G, my output, that is going to be replaced with, over here it says it's equal to 25.2. If I copy the right hand side, I get 3.6G. Now there's no symbol between the 3.6 and the G, so it's implied to be multiplication. So to solve for G, I must do the inverse of multiplying by 3.6, and that would be dividing by 3.6. Over here, you probably hear people say they cancel. Technically what they do is they simplify down to be 1. 3.6 is being divided by itself, which is the number 1. So on the right hand side I have that 1 times G. No one writes the 1 usually, so we just write G. And this comes out to be exactly 7. So we found to get the output to be 25.2, G must be 7. As an ordered pair, be careful. Left parenthesis, the input comes first, so even though we found it last, it's written first in the coordinate, or in the point. So if you plug in 7, the output would be 25.2. Now, in the third question, we're supposed to explain the meaning of the numbers we just found. It's a little bit backwards, but it's actually more obvious this time that the 7 is a G value. That's the number of gallons of propane we put in. And what we started with, which was the output, we were given that the cost, the output, was 25.2. So it must cost us $25.20 to put in 7 gallons of gas. It says if the cost to purchase propane was $7, excuse me, that's backwards, the cost was $25.2. If the cost was $25.2, that's what was given, then the number of gallons purchased was right here. Gallons was 7 gallons of propane.